Hi, and welcome to 3 Things in 3 Minutes. I'm Nersi. Today we are looking at the Isle of Cats. From City of Games, it plays 1 to 4 players, up to 6 players with the expansion, and plays in about 1 to 2 hours. What it's about, the Isle of Cats is a drafting and tile-laying game that's tangentially in the same world as City of Kings. You're taking your ships to an island to try to save as many cats as possible before the villain Vesh arrives at the end of 5 rounds. Now each turn, the players will draft cards and pass the rest until they're all gone, and then they'll spend fish, which is the game's currency, to play them, providing special abilities and end-game scoring cards that are called lessons. Then the players take turns using their acquired baskets to try to acquire cats that are randomly drawn onto the island, placing them in their boats to fill rooms and create families of like-colored cats. At the end of the game, the player with the most points wins. Now, what I like, the disparate ideas of card drafting and tile laying actually work well together in this game. And while the two parts can seem like they're meant to be parts of different games, they actually mesh well because each one taken on its own is simple enough to not overwhelm the game. The game also has a number of ways to vary the setup, primarily in mixing in a different lesson set, which will fundamentally change how you plan your strategy and score the game at the end. Now add in the variability of the drafting and card draws, and you'll find that you'll need to adapt yourself a lot from game to game. And the game has a particularly great art, with the cat tiles and the cat meeples especially standing out. And for the colorblind, the game thoughtfully has it so that each color cat has a unique tail, so you can tell them apart. Now, points to consider. A lot of people will be drawn to this game because of the cats. And as great as the cats look, it's really just a cat theme. There's really nothing inherently tied to something about cats in the game, so at the end, the theme is really just surface deep. Also, a lot of the game's scoring comes from filling out the rooms on your boats, but they're marked by thin walls and small icons that can be kind of hard to keep track of. So you really do need to spend some time figuring out where everything is on your board, where like just having a different colored or textured rooms would have really helped. And like most set collection and drafting games, it relies fairly heavily on luck. Now this is especially true at lower player counts. And this is because there's the same number of cats and cards in the game, and it doesn't scale based on the number of players. So if you have fewer players, you're drafting fewer of the cards than the cats, and then that means you may never see some of the ones that you really need. So in summary, it is a combination of card drafting and cat tile laying that is simple enough to work well together. It has great variability in its setup, though that variability can mean it can be pretty luck heavy, and it has some great cat art, but it does have some hard to interpret boat art. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.